Hello class, my name is Khalid Mundruller, and I am here to talk to you today about marijuana and how it can help save America. Two quick things I want to point out. First of all, I am not currently a marijuana user, and I never have actually partaken of marijuana. Just not something I'm that interested in, much like I don't drink a lot or smoke. Those are both legal things that I'm free to do, but I choose not to. Just as I feel marijuana should be. I feel like if I wanted to do it, I should be able to do it, though I would choose not to. And it just goes back to the idea that I feel like we as a people should have a choice to put in our bodies and do with our bodies what we want, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. Which is, we'll get into why I feel marijuana is classified as a heavy narcotic incorrectly. Other thing I wanted to point out real quickly was I do not have an audience today. I am actually about 300 miles from home working at a store in Salem, Missouri for Radio Shack, and I've been here about 6 days, so I was hoping to go home yesterday and was not able to. Still haven't found a replacement to cover me yet, and I'm still stuck here. So I'm actually doing this via the webcam in the office at work. So hopefully it all works out okay, and my speech is just as good as hopefully my past ones have been. Getting back to the topic at hand with marijuana, you'll hear me touch on the fact that it's all natural many times, and it's easily grown. It's not something that has to be taken and fermented and done a lot with. I mean, you literally grow it and then can move on to producing it. I mean, it's just like corn in that respect. It's wheat. I mean, you grow it, harvest it, put it out for sale. And what that would actually do is benefit local economies, because you would have local growers throughout the country growing a new plant that would be for all to use if the drug was just not illegal anymore. The other big thing would be that some of the misconception of marijuana to me is that it's dangerous, and it has been found to not be dangerous at all. There were no reported deaths last year linked to marijuana. This was 2009, not last year anymore. All of 2009, it was not linked to marijuana. Not a single marijuana-related fatality. You converse that with alcohol, and the thousands upon thousands of deaths related to alcohol, and you can see kind of the huge disparity in how I feel like, you're calling one tomato one tomato in respect that this one's bad and this one's not. But to me, there's two main points to me, and that's that there's a huge cost benefit to the American economy by legalizing marijuana. And I actually looked up a 2005 cost-benefit analysis done by Harvard economist Jeffrey Myron, and he found that legalizing marijuana and taxing it similar to alcohol would generate over $6 billion in new revenue for local governments and the federal government. The same study also showed that we would have nearly an $8 billion savings in law enforcement and prisons. Obviously, you're not arresting everyone that's doing marijuana. You're not filling up the prisons with people who are doing something that's illegal, as currently seen. And the reason I say illegal in quotes is people don't even find it illegal anymore. A recent Zogby survey showed that 52% of Americans actually feel that we should legalize marijuana, that it should not be illegal, it should be taxed. And these are not people who are druggies, and these are people who are just regular people who feel, as I do, that it's being done. Why shouldn't we get benefit from it? Why shouldn't the American economy get that money and then use it for something good? My favorite thing that I found, like in our own public speaking book, was the visualization. I can say $14 billion, and it, you hear it, great, it's $14 billion. But let's visualize a couple things. Let's visualize teachers. A lot of teachers here in Missouri have been laid off recently because of budget shortfalls. And obviously, Missouri's not going to get $14 billion. This is a national amount, but you break that down, and you look at $14 billion across this country, and just teachers alone, we could have 500,000 new teaching jobs in America. 500,000. I mean, we're falling behind in everything when it comes to our education system. And you can't tell me $14 billion would not provide a huge, huge boost to our education system. 500,000 teachers, guys. It's that, to me, that's incredible. It's the 500,000 people put to work with decent paying jobs that are helping our future generations just by legalizing something that more than half of America doesn't even think should be illegal. The other thing I wanted to visualize is, if you don't really care, want to put a bunch of money into education, something everybody uses is roads. I kind of did a little bit of research, looked it up. It costs about $200,000 to do a quarter mile of new pavement, which would be the equivalent of about 40,000 miles of new roads throughout the country, which is a ton. It's actually about as much as is in the entire state of Missouri that you could totally start fresh with. And that would be every year. You could have the entire country done in 50 years maybe. But the big thing, like I said, is the money that comes in could really help reduce some of these budget shortfalls in the different states and in the federal government. And like I said, by legalizing it, you're taking that shady aspect out totally. And that's why I really think you should, if you can, write your local congressman and just point out a few of these things and let them know that it's a bad decision on their part to sit here and continue to not allow them to make this a legal substance. Look past the stigmas, look past all of the misconceptions. Let's do something good for America. Let's do something good for the economy. Let's go ahead and get this done. And hopefully my speeches put you that direction and make you decide to do that. So I thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you guys soon on the web, and I will talk to you later.